The big story this hour, actor Sanjay Dutt has been granted a month's relief by the Supreme Court. He will now have 4 months' time to surrender before the court and serve the rest of his sentence, which will roughly amount to 3.5 years. The actor had, remember, filed a review plea seeking more time. He had cited that he had unfinished projects on the floor and that almost 300 crore rupees were riding on him, including a Raju Hirani and an Apur Lakhia production. The court called it a weak argument, saying that producers should have factored in the timing of the verdict. The apex court, however, decided to indulge the actor on grounds of mercy. Dutt has been convicted under the Arms Act in the 1993 Bombay blast case. He had originally asked for 6 months to surrender, so partial relief there for the actor because he's got just 4 weeks now. Remember, yesterday the Supreme Court had dismissed the plea of 71-year-old Zebunisa Qazi and 2 others for extension of time to surrender. Let's get in. Parikshit Luthra is joining us from the Supreme Court. Tushar Deshmukh is someone who lost his mother in the 93 blast case. He's joining us from Mumbai. Also with us from Mumbai, Renzil De Silva. He's directing Ungli with stars Dutt. Parikshit, I'm coming to you first. On what grounds has the Supreme Court given Sanjay Dutt a month's relief?
Well, the verdict will definitely be a setback for Zebunisa Qazi's family. Her petition was rejected yesterday. We all know that, Shreya. Now, as far as Sanjay Dutt is concerned, this relief granted to him is purely on humanitarian grounds. Yesterday and today, Harish Salvi had argued that this is not any petition based on fundamental rights or any legal point of law, but they're only asking for mercy because there are almost 278 crore rupees riding on Sanjay Dutt. A lot of people have invested in him and there are pending projects which need to be completed, for which they demanded an extension of time to surrender by 6 months. The Supreme Court has refused to grant them 6 months in total, but has granted them an extension of 1 month at least. So that will be a big relief for him, his producers and also his family, but he will have to surrender on the 18th of May now. That's what has happened in the Supreme Court.
All right. You're getting us arguments made in the Supreme Court. Tushar, I'm coming to you. You heard Parikshit. You lost your mother in the 93 blast. Does the court's leniency to Dutt, as many are seeing it, hurt you at all? Tushar, can you hear me?
Hello.
Tushar, can you hear me?
Please can you repeat the question?
All right. We've heard the arguments that were made in the Supreme Court today. Does the court's leniency to Sanjay Dutt today hurt you?
Definitely it has been hurted because in the previous section I told you that it's really something 20 years we are waiting for the judgment, and whatever the judgments from last month the court has been giving, and some of the sympathy as they're showing to Sanjay Dutt or not to the others. It's something impartial between this, and everyone is coming to the point that it is impartial. Not only me as a victim, but Zebunisa's the daughter, or we have heard, even they are with the same, that something impartial judgments are coming from front of us, and we are really been hurted. That is not a question, and it's confirmed that we are really waiting for the positive result from the judgment about this.
All right, here's the argument that lawyers for Sanjay Dutt are making. They're saying this is not just about Sanjay Dutt. The fact is that there are 7 films that are on the floor, and this just doesn't affect Sanjay Dutt and his family, but the lightmen, the people who work on films, all their families get affected as well, which is why we have made the distinction between Zebunisa Qazi and Sanjay Dutt. What do you say to that argument?
Definitely we welcome, because many of the people, those who are joined in this, means they are related with this section of the film city and everything. Definitely I feel that none of the people should be affected in this picture line or with the affected line within the income period, because 20 years before I have suffered from all these things, that whenever a person is not there, when I have lost my mother, I have seen that what is the real effect of that. So I think that all these families should not anything feel about this. Whatever the timing, the judgment today the court has been given, he should complete all his projects and then he should surrender, I think, and none of the people should again tell that Sanjay Dutt is not applying for the appeal, but we are on behalf of Sanjay Dutt are appealing for his things. So this should not happen again, what we are feeling.
No, the court has made it clear Sanjay Dutt cannot appeal for an extension again. That is something the court has made clear. Renzel De Silva, I'm coming to you. You are directing Sanjay Dutt in Ungli. I believe you are one of the luckier ones. Most of the shoot for your film has been complete. Sanjay Dutt has got 4 weeks. Will that be time enough for him to wrap up work on all the 7 productions that are on floor right now? Has this come as a relief to you?
Yeah, it has. I can't speak for the other producers and directors, but I'm sure, you know, like I said before, anything is better than nothing. I don't know what state of completion, you know, the other films like Police Giri and Zanjeera. I've been lucky enough to shoot with Sanju through November and December, so there's just possibly a sequence or 2 left. So yeah, I consider myself lucky.
You consider yourself lucky. The question is, will 1 month be enough to wrap all his projects? I'm going to thank you, Renzel. I'm going to thank you as well, Tushar Deshmukh, for joining us, and Parikshit Luthra, getting us all the details of that big verdict from the Supreme Court.